Hello everybody, here we are at MaxsGarajMahal. We are moved into the actual garage part of the Garage Mahal due to the fact that we had a catastrophic faucet failure in the bathroom. So that caused a lot of damage to the bathroom. It caused damage to my vanity, lots of mold, mildew, hairy looking stuff, black. So we're moved in here and we're using our brand spanking new Murphy workbench. Folds down. I think I showed it to you in another video. We're not going to go into that today because we have a package just arrived from Biswaye, and it's a 19.2 volt. It is a C3 battery charger for Craftsman, and it's a 19.2 XCP. And I'm going to pull it out of this box from Amazon because the order was fulfilled from Amazon, and we want you to see this today. We also got the 5.0 amp hour batteries, but we want to show you how well these things are packaged. I mean, these things come in, they do a great job of packaging these things. It's got all kinds of super heavy duty foam here to keep these things from moving around inside the box. It's got something I think I showed you on another charger, the Milwaukee charger, I believe it was, that we purchased from Biswaye. I like this removable cord. If something happens to your cord, unplug it, put another one in. Alright, it always comes with the requisite instructions, and it comes with the operating do's and don'ts and the safety rules and all that very important stuff. So you want to make sure that you follow all those. And here it is, guys. That is a really good looking charger. Anybody that's got some of these Craftsman 19.2 volt Ni-Cad systems, more than likely they're like mine. They're sitting up there in the shelf basically as high as you can get them out of the way because they're worthless, because the batteries don't last any time. They cost like $100 a piece, something like that, last time I bought any, and it's just ridiculous. These cost for the pair $62.95. The charger was less than $40. Again, I really do like this. I really like this removable cord, and these things are fantastic as far as being able to be replaced. This thing has a input is 100 to 240 volt, 50-60 hertz. This is United States. 65 watt. That's a pretty good wattage. It's 2 amp output for Ni-Cad. It's 2.7 for lithium. So this will charge the old Ni-Cad batteries that you have, if they're still usable. Probably they're not, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. And this right here is going to charge both. It's a multi-phase, multi-chemical charger. So let's take a look at the batteries. Now these batteries are going to look a little bit different to you, simply because they be red. Well, okay, you couldn't see that, could you? All right. They're red. And something else you're going to like. It's going to have this charge indicator. What do you think about that? I like that. Alright. Every battery I've gotten from Biswaye so far has come in with a 3/4 charge. I'm going to say 3/4 because basically, you know, you got full, half, empty. And between half and empty is 1/4, and between half and full is 3/4. So this came 3/4 charged. Okay, so by the way, I apologize Biswaye doing this so quickly. I just got these in this morning. I want to go ahead and get this started because I'm going to do the testing, and I'm going to use every tool in that cordless box up there. That thing weighs about 70 pounds. I'm going to get that down shortly. I want to plug this in and see if this thing lights up first. And we just happen to have right here above the Biswaye clock a plug-in. So we've done that. Let's see if it shows. There we go. Can you see it? Yeah, there you are. There's the red light. Now, plug that sucker in, and it's flashing. It says that is power on, and it is charging. By the way, this thing also has a temperature gauge in it. It also has a fan to keep it cool. It's pretty neat. I like that. So let's go ahead and check both batteries. Then I'll turn this camera around. I'll show you what happens to most of these old Craftsman tools. They end up on a shelf way up high somewhere because they don't work. So this is going to do something for you. It's going to make those great Craftsman tools. And I'll tell you what, those old Craftsman tools were really wonderful tools. But they're not wonderful if they don't work. Without a good battery, they don't work. So this is a good thing. Now, this is working, and I don't have the monitor set where I can see what y'all see, so I'm going to sort of do this a little differently. I'm going to, and I think you love getting to get jostled around me taking this in and out of the holder. But look right up there. That's where my Craftsman tools have been sitting for a long time, and that's not a good thing. So we're going to get them down here just a few moments after we come back, or we'll come right back with these things on the bench. We'll show you what all we have. Be right back. Okay guys, here it is. This thing is huge. I mean, it's got a lot of stuff in it here, so let me tilt down here where you can see it. And we're going to turn this heavy sucker around here. Open her up. And there you go. It has a sawzall, has a 1/2-inch wrench drill here, and you loosen this up, you can turn this up wherever you need it like that. And there is a Craftsman battery. Let's plug this thing back in real quick. Yeah, let's put this sucker on there. Alright, we're going to let that thing sit on there a little bit. Again, has a 1/2-inch drill. It has a charger. It has wrenches. A saw. Well, that's a dandy, isn't it? Almost turned. Has saw guide, and it has a light. Let's see if this thing, see how much that thing works. Whoa, check it out, guys. Can you see that? All right. And it hangs. Dang me, dang me. You ought to take a rope and hang me high from the highest tree. Oh, would you weep for me? Alright, that's pretty neat. Alright, so that's nice to have the old tools back in operating condition. So that's a good thing. Alright. So, as you can see, the light is solid red now, which means it is charging. It's got just a little glow in and out. So, it says that's charging. I really don't believe that this battery is going to take a charge, because I have two of these battery chargers right here, and they will not charge any of those batteries. I shocked them back to life several times. I put 24 volts on these things, and I shocked them many times to get them up to almost 22 volts, and they would charge up, but they probably wouldn't run this saw more than 15 or 20 seconds till they were dead. So again, what this is all about is reviving Biswaye being able to come along and revive your Craftsman tools. Biswaye, we thank you very much for participating with us to get these out here in people's attention. This is a Biswaye 19.2 5.0 amp hour, and it is a 96 watt hour. So that means this is also a 5,000 for you milliamp people. This is a 5,000 milliamp battery, 96 watt hour. Looks really good, so I'm really looking forward to getting some tests done. There is another tool up there. It's a 1/2 inch hammer drill. I can't think of anything I need to hammer, but I'm going to drill something with it just to put a load on all these batteries. And if you stay tuned, we'll set up, we'll start testing these things. So we'll see you on the next segment. I thought you might find interesting is when you get the Craftsman charger out, it seems to think that this battery is fully charged. And let's put it on the lowest draw that we have, and that would be the light. Nothing. So I think the battery charger may be incorrect. That goes without saying. And again, this is the battery that I've had on the charger for a little while. And I decided to put it from here over here. It did start taking a charge, but over here on the Craftsman charger, it says fully charged. And that's been a problem. That's the reason why these things got retired. As you can see, the things sit on the shelf and they really were never used. But when I got ready to use them, the machinery did not work. I was telling you how long they sat on the shelf. The laser battery is dead, so that tells you how many years it's been since they've been here. And that's the reason why we're trying to revive this, to show you that there's no sense in throwing these machines away, because Biswaye has provided a great battery replacement, and there's no sense in going any further with these. I've got 3 of these batteries. We're going to put this one on here and see what it says. Okay, it says charging. I'll assure you it won't charge. So that's just going to be a waste of your time. So let's do this. Let's put one Biswaye battery on the Biswaye charger. Let's put one Biswaye battery on the Alright, so it's not made to work in a Ni-Cad charger. That's a good deal. Okay. I was a little bit concerned with that, so that shows me that you can't crossbreed these things. That's a wonderful thing, because you don't want to use a single chemistry charger from Ni-Cad nickel metal hydride over to lithium. So they've made sure you can't do that. Thank you, Biswaye, for taking care of that. That little test worked. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and remove this charger from the picture. We're going to put it back in the case over here and get it out of the way. Since we have one battery loose, this thing eats batteries up pretty quickly, so let's I like it a lot. That sounds great, doesn't it? All right. These things have been sitting around so long that the protective film over these handles has turned to just a gooey mess. But at least I won't drop it. Huh, I forgot about that. This shoots the light up here at your screw head. That's good. Alright, So we know all the machines work. So now we got to set up and start doing some cutting and drilling, and I think the way I'm going to do this is we're going to stop this segment. We're going to go ahead and fully charge at least one battery and start doing some projects with this Craftsman setup. And then while we're doing that, we'll go ahead and charge battery number 2. So I'm going to go ahead and mark these battery 1, battery 2. And that way we'll know which one's doing what in the future. And we'll get you some stuff cut, drilled, and sliced, and whatever else we can come up with. So stay tuned. You always ask me about what batteries are on the inside of these things. So what we're going to do, we're going to open this up with one of these little secret tools here to tell you what's inside. As you can see, I'm a firm believer in these Biswaye batteries. I've got Biswaye batteries for Black & Decker. Get my thumb out of the way. I got Black & Decker. Also got Black & Decker batteries, but I don't use them much. Just got through charging on those, just make sure they're ready to go. I've got the Biswaye battery for the Milwaukee red fuel, 20 volt, 18 volt, great thing. I've also got the Ryobi batteries, and I've got them in a 12 volt Milwaukee. Love these batteries. These people make a great battery. So real quickly, I'm going to start this. Alright, that's one. There's 4 screws in here. I do not recommend you doing this at home. In fact, I'm going to tell you, don't do this at home. If your battery's no good, and your charger's good, then after you test it, you determine the battery's no good, discard the battery in a proper manner. Don't be playing with these things if you don't know anything about this stuff, because these lithium batteries can be dangerous if handled improperly. So I'm not recommending you do any of this stuff at home. But real quickly, let's get inside this thing. Just take a look. Biswaye did not want us in this thing, did they? It makes sense. Alright, I'm going to turn this off and come back after I get it opened up. Be right back. Okay, here we go. These have got the 4005D batteries, and they're 18650s, of course. And it's got a really good looking circuit board. All the welds look good. The solder joints, rather. And let's see, my eyes are not really good enough to read to you this circuit board. But do not handle all the joints. Make sure you handle just the plastic, because you don't want to corrode this stuff with your oil from your hands. So we've tested all the circuits, and they all seem to test good. There's no studio lights right here, so I'm not sure you can even see any of this. See if I can get you in close enough to see it with the light you have. I'm not sure it's going to be successful. Okay, so we know this one's hot right here on the back, right here. And I'm not sure you can even see that. See if I hold it like that, like this. Alright, so it's got 17 port, 12 across there. Okay, well I don't really think you can see that. We'll test some individuals here real quickly. And they're not charged fully, so let's see if I can get this thing held down somehow. .83, 3.80, 3.83, 3.81. So they do need charging. I knew they did because they only come in with 3/4 charge. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back together. The other battery is showing almost fully charged, and it's only been on there 15-20 minutes, so that's not bad considering. Actually hadn't been that long because I took the battery charger from the table and I moved it right over there to the wall, right here. Hung it on the wall as a permanent fixture. Okay, so that's going to show you that we intend to run this sucker and use it up. So here we go. We're going to put this back together. And when you put these back together, and again, I do not recommend you do this. In fact, I recommend that you don't. Make sure everything's seated properly. Guide these things through these posts very, very carefully. Make sure everything's snapped into place. Everything functions as it should before you put the screws back in. And when you put the screws back in, do not over torque them, over tighten them, because what's going to take place then is you're going to strip the threads out. So this little screwdriver right here, Rowley screwdriver, really is a sensitive. It's very powerful, but it's very sensitive. And it will let you know when you're getting close, which is a neat little tool. And we're not selling this Rowley tool, we're just telling you that you need to be very careful when you're screwing these screws back into any plastic parts, because plastic does not require a lot of torque. It will not accept a lot of torque. So this thing will, it really is sensitive. I really like that. I've got that big Milwaukee over there, 12 volt. This runs on a single 18650. That tells you how powerful 18650 batteries are. They run motorcycles, electric cars, all kinds of things off these batteries right here. So if you have one of those batteries, more than likely you're getting good service out. There are different qualities as well as different milliamperages. So when you buy a battery, you'll make sure that you've got a real high milliamperage, high amp hour, high 1 hour. Biswaye really does an excellent job making sure that they're like the old MaxsGarajMahal. We have a tendency to overbuild, so does Biswaye. That's the reason why they're on my go list, because they build good products. So, but we'll determine how good this is after we've kicked the dickets out of it a little bit. All right, we'll be back. Well, we've been doing quite a bit of work with the Biswaye battery here. I've taken a couple of the tools out that I've been working with. I'm going to take this one out here in just a moment, Sawzall. Going to round up some tools for it. I finished up one little project here, and I took some 2-inch PVC pipe and I whittled it out, and I mean literally whittled it out so I could put this, and I hadn't blown this off, this 12 volt Milwaukee 1/4 inch impact with the, and it's operating on a Biswaye battery. It took a lot of whittling on this thing, because I had to whittle on the sides, had to cut a slot, several different times to get to fit. Then I had to cut the top because this thing is not rounded. It's sort of, with the rubber items on it here, it's sort of ovaled out, and it's got the body sort of makes a roundish number here. So it had to be like sort of like a holster. And that holds it really nicely. So it's up off the bench. And all this is going to get rebuilt, but it works so well, it's going to be down the road. So I've run that battery probably 3 hours on that with half-inch drill, a couple of these rotary tools, hole saw, which, believe it or not, that works pretty well. And let's see, a couple other tools. Also use the skill saw out of the Craftsman. And I'm going to go outside here in a minute, take the camera with me. You should see the camera. Let me see if I can move something here. I've got a real big mess made, but you might enjoy seeing this mess. Hang on a second. Let's see if I can get over here where you can see it. Alright, I don't see what you're seeing because I got the monitor the wrong direction. That's just part of the plastic that came out of there. So it's quite a bit of work to get one of those things made, but it worked. It's working well. It's hanging on the wall, doing a great job. So let's go outside and take a look and see what we can do with those one battery so far. I mean, that thing so far is just hanging right in there. So let's get set up and we'll show you that. Here we are outside. We've got the half-inch drill. Let's see how much battery we got left, because I've been running it pretty hard. And let's see if we can see it outside here. In fact, let me get it where I can see it first, so I can see what you're seeing. Alright. Sucker's down. Alright. I've run that thing pretty hard. Let's see what it'll do when it shows no. I'd say to cut a hole. Alright. Man, I can't believe that thing's still putting out that much power. And I've run that sucker down. Alright. Let's don't screw with that one. Let's go ahead and get a bigger one out here. And this is a 3 1/4, 3 1/2 inch. And let me get her locked in place here. I'd hate for that thing to come apart and bite me. Wouldn't be the first time though. Alright. Whoa, boys and girls. There we go. Alright. Ouch, that's good and hot too, by the way. Okay, so that's 2 with a dead battery. Yep. Alright. Let me pull the battery off here. As you can see, I've been working these things pretty hard. Made a lot of crap with them. Alright, let's see. Let's set this depth to 2 inches, or 1 inch and 5/8, let's say. Alright. Now then, let's see what this will do. Now let me explain this. I've got a steel blade on here, and it's really not made for cutting that wood, and it's as you can see, it didn't have any problem. It's just too fine for this thick of material. So let me shut this off, and I will go get a different blade. We'll do some more cutting. Okay, so I borrowed this 5.5-inch blade off of my old 18-volt Craftsman, and as you can see, it actually belongs to the old Max at MaxsGarajMahal. So, you know, I didn't make any of this stuff up. This is the real deal. Our tools, our batteries. So let's see here. See what it's going to take to get that changed out. We should have an onboard tool right here. And let's take the battery out. Now we have a lock on this one. You don't have to use a screwdriver or something like that to lock up the spindle or the armature. So let's see. And they're left-hand threads so that they self-tighten as they operate. Alrighty. Now I hold that in my hand, I guess. Take that, put that right there. This one's a carbide. This is made for cutting wood, and even this one is not the best for this application we're using. This is going to make it a little harder on the saw. That's the reason why I chose this particular blade. It does a good job on wood, by the way, but it's really more for plywood, and it's a good saw blade. It cuts really well, but in thicker wood, this really is not the tool. So this will put a little more strain on the little saw as well, which is not a bad thing for our test, because we're not testing the saws, we're testing the blades. So here we go. Let's push the safety here. Safety switch. Put the battery back in. Well, when you're as old as I am, guys. Alright, here we go. Maybe I could use a little bit more depth on that, because I'm just a fraction. I mean, a few thousandths. Whoa, that's too much. A few thousandths too shallow. Didn't really want to cut into the next board too much. Alright, I didn't set that blade all the way down. I still don't have it down far enough. I'm trying to be very wrong way, dude. Here we go. Now, one more time. Here we go. Man, I tell you what, I'm being very cautious with setting this, because I just didn't want to cut up the next board. But this is ridiculous. Hang on just a second, guys. Alright, that'll get it. We'll cut it in the next board now. What the heck. Plus, we'll go ahead and cut some more pieces off here. There we go. Now let's get some more. Alrighty, now then, I promised you a sawzall, so let me grab that thing real quick. Two, three, four. Aha! I'm getting right in here about where that screw is at, so I gotta be careful here. All right, let's go over across this thing. Let's make it work for it. Let's don't drop it off there, or you. Okay, let's keep going. It would help if this was bolted down, but it's not, as you can see. This slowing down is my finger slipping off the trigger. That's what it is. This handle is too big for old little Max. Guys, I tell you what, that's a pretty good test on these batteries. And I'm going to go ahead and give Biswaye a thumbs up. Looks like you're going to do a good job for me. I think these two batteries cost me $59, and they paid the freight. It was fulfilled by Amazon. The packaging was fantastic. It arrived in really good shape. The batteries took charge very quickly, and I've run them really hard, and I really think that if you purchase some of these batteries from Biswaye, I do know that Afterlife, or After Sales is their email address at Hotmail. If you have any kind of problems with these things, you can contact them directly. They'll work with you one-on-one to make sure if you have any kind of problems. And so far, I have had zero problems with any of my Biswaye batteries. They've been really excellent to work with, and every battery they supplied me, these costs on these things are really low, so every dime I spend on these things have been worth probably $1. I mean, these things do an excellent job, so I would recommend them. And if you buy them, hopefully you'll like them as much as I have. And let me see if I can reset the camera, or either I'll just hold the stinking thing, and I'll just tell you this: these things do a great job. Try one. If you like it, buy some more, and be sure and leave them a really good feedback on Amazon. If you buy them through the Amazon link, that's where I buy mine from. It'll help them sell more. It'll help them lower their price. Before I stop here, I want to really congratulate 6 winners of the battery contest, battery 50% off coupon contest. And I'm going to grab a list of the names real quick and read them off to you, so I'll be right back before I shut this down. Okay, here I am with the list. I want to congratulate these people that have won the Biswaye Milwaukee M18 Red Fuel 18-volt replacement battery 50% off coupon contest, and it was provided to us by Biswaye to give to you guys. And we appreciate all of our subscribers, all of our viewers. We really appreciate you guys coming by, and we like to try to help pay you back for helping us out here at the video channel. And by the way, you can catch us over on CocoScope Alpha as well. We put the same videos over there. They're provided for you via the YouTube link, and we appreciate the people at CocoScope. They are fantastic people to work with as well. Let me read these to you. I'm going to show them to you just in a moment. Matt Decoto, probably, or maybe Decoto. Matt, thank you for playing. We appreciate it. Jack Orem. Jack, thank you. 68 Green Goat. I do not know your name. I apologize. But we do appreciate you playing the game. And Daryl Honeycutt, thank you, sir. Dwayne Maslowski. Dwayne and Matt, I talk to y'all fairly regularly in Facebook, and I appreciate you guys all playing. And the grand prize winner, he won a 2-pack. All the first 5 won a single pack, M18. And to tell you how great Biswaye is, how great they are, Jacques Daniel, 2003, right down here at the bottom, won the 2-pack. He's the grand prize winner, and he doesn't have M18 batteries, so Biswaye was kind enough to exchange the 2-pack M18 for a 2-pack M12, which is this little battery right here. And he recommends this battery because he uses them in the Milwaukee brand. So I'm really looking forward to see what he thinks of the Biswaye brand battery and how well it performs. And I feel certain that he'll be more than happy to let us know exactly how those work. And I hope he'll put the comments right down here. So what this video was about was a couple things. It was about reviving the old Craftsman tools over here, and as you can see, I brought them in just like they come in from the work. They are filthy, they're going to be cleaned up. I actually sold these to a gentleman, and I want to make sure they get there in excellent shape. It's a new system, just was never used while I was out working and going with Homeland Security. So with that said, they set up here and all the batteries went bad, as I showed you. And at the cost of these batteries, one of these batteries you can buy almost 3 of the Biswaye batteries. And this battery, the milliamperage on this battery is, and by the way, charging time on this with the fast charger is 1 hour. Just came in a while ago from putting this on the charger. It was dead, and that's been about, well, let's see, y'all have to tell me. I'm not even going to venture a guess. The clock is right there, Biswaye clock. So you look at it, run the tape back, and y'all tell me. But there we are. It's already halfway charged, and that's pretty doggone quick. And the milliamperage on this thing is like 5 to 6 times an original Ni-Cad battery. So we appreciate you playing the game, those that won. We appreciate all you guys that are visiting the channel today to see this video and check out the Biswaye batteries. Get out your old Craftsman tools. Get you one of these Biswaye batteries. Get you a Biswaye battery charger. And if some of your old Ni-Cad nickel metal hydride batteries are still good, that charger will charge them, and you can put it on the wall like I did mine. Get it up out of your way. Be sure and revive those old tools. Biswaye has really done us a great job of making those batteries available to you, and we do appreciate them. We want you to help that company survive and go forward in the future. I want to keep helping them if I can, and I buy their batteries, and that way if I find a bad one, I will tell you about it. I will tell them about it. There is one thing, Biswaye, and you know I'm always telling you what I think, so I know you'd shoot me if I didn't, so I'm going to tell you what I think on this. Please mark the positive on all these batteries. The positive should be marked right here or up on the side right over here to let people know what is the positive. If they don't happen to have some sort of ohm meter or some sort of gauge to check this with, we don't want them to have a problem. So do that, and I would love to see you put the rubber overmold on these things to keep from slipping and sliding around. That's the only thing I see that I would improve on this battery, and that's just me, but I do love that rubber overmold that they put on for me on, let's see, on this Ryobi battery. It's got the rubber overmold on it. And man, I tell you what, these things don't slip and slide. If you'll do that Biswaye, you have got the battery to have. So I'm going to give you 2 thumbs up, Biswaye. I'm going to recommend these batteries to all of you guys that are watching the videos. We appreciate you again coming by. We hope that you'll buy. We'll hope you'll give Biswaye a great feedback on Amazon. And if they don't work for you, they don't do the job that I think they'll do for you, you can jump on me. I'm a big boy, as you can see. I will be glad to talk to them for you. You can also go directly to them. It's aftersale@hotmail.com. Those people are fantastic. If there's any kind of problem, they want to know about it. They really want to know about it. They want to take care of you, the end user. I think they'll even set up a deal, work with you in a wholesale account. That's just me thinking. I believe they probably would sell you these things in mass quantities if you like. Again, check with Biswaye and let them take care of you. We appreciate you coming by MaxsGarajMahal. Please subscribe if you hadn't. Leave me comments down below. Hit that like button, hit that notification button. All these things helps us get more people to see these videos, and by doing so, then maybe we can bring you more products. More product companies will be seeing these videos, and we have another giveaway contest coming up very, very soon. It's on my favorite fuel can of all times, and I'm jumping the gun on this a little bit because I haven't really got the deal. The deal's done, but I don't have it in writing yet, so y'all might end up kicking my butt over this, but stay tuned. Make sure that you play the game and enter the FuelWorks red fuel can, fast flow fuel can contest for a free fuel can. You will love it. So please subscribe, like, share, hit that notification, and y'all come back and see me now, you hear? At MaxsGarajMahal.